Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be fine.
You guys, the day is finally here. Today was Grammy nomination day. If you're here, I'm sure you already know. If not, you saw the title. Harry Styles has officially been nominated for 3 Grammys. We just need to, for a second, Harry Styles, no, 3-time Grammy nominated artist, Harry Styles. That is just so sexy. Anyways, so yes guys, it is official. Harry was nominated for 3 out of the 7 Grammy categories that he was put up for. I just want to chat about it. So he was first of all put up for Best Pop Solo Performance for Watermelon Sugar. Second, Best Music Video for Adore You, of course. And Best Pop Vocal Album with Fine Line, obviously. So many thoughts. The internet, I mean, as usual, has been exploding today. A lot of people are obviously very happy about this, but there are a lot of people, hardcore Harry stans and just normal, like artists, regular people included, that were really shocked that Harry wasn't nominated for more. A lot of people are saying he was snubbed. He wasn't nominated in any of the main 3 categories, which is Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Album of the Year. Just to clarify right off the bat, if you're like not aware, Record of the Year has to do with like the actual like artists producing, engineering on the song. The Song of the Year is the songwriting. So 2 like very different things. I know it's like confusing. I still don't really get it a lot of the times, but that's like the difference in the 2. And then Album of the Year is obviously just like best overall album. A lot of people were very shocked because, I mean, literally this entire year, Fine Line has been like the favorite or one of the favorites for Album of the Year. I personally, like, okay, look, I'm a little biased, just a little bit. Harry's my favorite artist. Obviously, like, Fine Line is the greatest album that has ever existed to me. I can't imagine an album I could ever love more. So yeah, to me, it's 100% Album of the Year. But these award shows are weird, and we have to keep that in mind. There's a lot of factors that go into selecting, like how people get put in each category. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute, but I want to first just focus on the positives, focus on what he did get. So yes, first of all, let's talk about Best Music Video. This is the one that I'm like, okay, Harry 110%, I confidently feel has this in the bag. Dude, Adore You was, like, there's never been something done like it before. He created a whole country, he created a whole island. There was campaigning for this for like a month going on and nobody even knew what it was. He literally had posters put up like in the tube stations in London just advertising like visit Aroda. Nobody knew what that was or what was happening. I mean, it was just incredible. The marketing for it was absolutely incredible. Obviously the music video is like him in love with the fish. Like, it's very silly, but it was so beautifully well done. It was in a beautiful location, just at the cinematography of it, everything was incredible. Like, it's 100% deserving of the best music video. So I'm so excited about that. Like, okay, and then next we have Best Pop Solo Performance, which was Watermelon Sugar. So it is up against Yummy by Justin Bieber. I'm just gonna pass right over that. Say So by Doja Cat, obviously a huge song this year. Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish. I freaking love Billie, like, we know this, so I mean, I understand. Don't Start Now, again, like, obviously, like I've said, I'm biased, but like, Don't Start Now, I'm kind of scared of her. I mean, she was huge. That song slapped. I would have no argument if that song won, like, Performance of the Year. It was great. And then Cardigan by Taylor Swift. She had to sneak in there at last minute. We love her, but yes. So I have many thoughts about this. I mean, Watermelon Sugar was a bop. It is a bop. It was literally the song of the summer. Every freaking time I get in my car, it's playing on the radio. It's a great song. But me personally, someone that's like a massive fan of Harry and like knows his music so well, it's like, it's not even close to one of his best songs, which I find like frustrating. Obviously I want him to win this, like I totally think he deserves it, but I don't understand why Adore You wasn't nominated for Record of the Year. That's my beef with this. Adore You is just like, Watermelon Sugar's down here. Adore You's like through the freaking roof. Adore You, I cannot say enough good things about. It just like lyrically, sonically, technically, everything about it, that is an incredible record. So the fact that that got like snubbed or whatever terminology you want to use and Watermelon Sugar is up kind of upsets me. But you know, obviously I'm gonna be rooting for him. I think it's gonna be interesting. Okay, and then lastly we have Best Pop Vocal Album. He is up against Chromatica by Lady Gaga, Future Nostalgia by Dua Lipa. Again, she's killed it all year. Folklore by Taylor Swift. And Changes by Justin Bieber, which I just have to say, like, I'm personally offended by, so I will not even talk about it. This is what I mean, like, so much of the Grammys just has to be politics, because the fact that that album or any song on it is anywhere near this award show just shows like, no, I can't, I physically can't. So obviously, yes, all of this is very exciting. To be nominated for a Grammy at all is an incredible honor, especially like Harry is still like fairly new into his solo career. I mean, his first album got like 0 radio play. At that point, he still wasn't really like a household name. Like if you knew One Direction, you knew Harry, like you might know the name, but like this year was his year, dude. The last like 6 months especially, like he just blew up. Like he's just on the radio all the time, which I have a love-hate relationship with. It's kind of bittersweet because I like to think that he's like my little secret, which is ridiculous. He never was, but now, I mean, everybody knows him. He's just, I mean, he's killing it. So it's incredible. It's incredible he got nominated for 3, but a lot of people are genuinely upset and think he was snubbed for Album of the Year. And I just want to kind of talk about that because I think you might be surprised in my opinion on it. Like I've said, obviously, I think it's the album of the century. Like, I agree with everybody, but so many factors go into these awards. And one thing that is like always been consistent with the Grammys is Album of the Year is an album that has a consistent, like all the songs flow. Like has a consistent sound. Like technically it just, am I explaining this correctly? Basically, Fine Line is not that. Like, look at some past examples. Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves. Okay, there's like slow songs and fast songs on there, but like it all just like, you can play it top to bottom and it flows. It goes together very well. But you pull up like Harry's album, I'm sorry, Falling and like Treat People with Kindness, Watermelon Sugar, like Canyon Moon, like so different. It's all over the place, which is what makes it such a great album because it's literally, there's a song for every mood. But I can understand like why the Grammys wouldn't put it up for best overall album, unfortunately. Obviously it's best album in my heart, but for me, this award is 110% Taylor Swift's. Girl, Folklore, freaking chef's freaking kiss. One of my favorite albums ever, my favorite album of hers. I can't stop listening to it, and it is the pure definition of top to bottom consistent, like words are escaping me, but you know what I'm trying to say. It has a uniform flow, and the songwriting on it, incredible. Just everything about it. I think it fully embodies, it's been a long day, fully embodies what Album of the Year should be for this year. And I'm honestly okay with that because I think HS3 is Harry's moment. I think he's built up and everyone's like, oh my god, Fine Line is like his album, his rumors. Stevie Nicks said that. Stevie Nicks said that Fine Line is Harry's rumors. And I'm like, girl, I don't know. Because the man just like, every time we think that like there's nothing else he can do to surprise us, he literally always does. So yeah, I mean, Fine Line to me, like I can't imagine something better, but I know he will go and do it. So HS3 is Album of the Year for 2021. Next year will be better. But yeah, the other albums that are up for album of the year, it's always a little weird because the Grammys always just like throws you some wild cards, like just puts in some really random moments that, I mean, I just feel like that's how it is. They always like have some obscure artists that nobody's ever heard of sneak in on the list, and just some random ones that surprise you. But I mean, the main ones that are on here, Future Nostalgia, like I've said a million times, by Dua Lipa. She got 6 Grammy nominations, which good for her. I mean, she totally came in here this year, put out this 80s vibes album that is completely unique to herself. I mean, like, she totally deserves to be on this list. We've also got Post Malone, Coldplay, I don't want to say her name wrong, Jean Aiko. I've definitely heard of her, but I don't like know her stuff very well, so can't speak on that. Yeah, a couple people I haven't heard of, Post Malone and Folklore for Taylor Swift. So yes, Taylor Swift is my vote for album of the year. Record of the year, I think is gonna have to be Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa. See, here's my thing. Give Harry the pop vocal album of the year. Let Taylor have overall album of the year with Folklore. Let Harry have his Watermelon Sugar moment for pop vocal, and give Dua Lipa overall record of the year. There you go. I solved all your problems, Grammys. Just, you can go home. You don't need to vote. It's fine. But yeah, guys, I think that is everything I have to say. I am super excited for the actual Grammys to come. I swear to God, if we get one of those slow-mo videos of Harry doing like the fine line pose or literally anything, you won't hear from me because I will have passed away. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, your opinions, thoughts, all those things. But yeah, I will be back very soon with more Daily Styles. Okay, bye.
Somebody come get your man. I think he got lost in my DM.